Hey, it's Lee. Welcome to Business Problem Solve. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something we've touched on before: intensity and frequency, but maybe a slightly different angle this time. When I've spoken about intensity, the importance of intensity and frequency in the past, it's largely been about creating new habits. So if you want to form or create a new habit, intensity, you've got to have the strength of reason to do it. And then you've got to have the frequency. So you've got to do it often enough so that then it becomes habitual. The neural pathways are defined and developed. And then that habit will become easier to do than the previous habit or behavior that you displayed. So intensity and frequency in terms of habit forming has been pivotal to what I've been doing through and what we've been doing at Get Knowledge through business improvement. We encourage people to create a strong reason up front, align everybody with this and let them buy into it and build into it as well through creation of a jointly owned vision. We then make it real with look, sound and feel, like we spoke about just a few weeks ago, to add the human element so people resonate with it and they can start to visualize and picture it. That's the strength of the intensity part. And then when they've identified the habits and the behaviors of where they want to try to get to, we then develop and coach those behaviors consistently so that then it becomes habitual for people to do, whether it be a stand-up meeting, whether it be problem solving, whether it be asking questions, whatever it is. But that's what we do from a business improvement perspective. And I was reflecting just before hitting record today, really, about this podcast. When I started it 170 odd episodes ago, I thought I would have run out of content, run out of things to say. And then when I think about on the 21st of July last year, I started a 100-day challenge on LinkedIn to post every single day on LinkedIn because I hadn't been posting every single day on LinkedIn. And then in about November time, something like that, I started a 100-day TikTok challenge and an Instagram challenge. And every single day since I've started these challenges, whether it's the 21st of July and the LinkedIn one, whether it's the November date for Instagram and TikTok, whether it's the podcast from 170 odd episodes ago, publishing weekly, I thought I would run out of things to say. I thought that I would have not had enough content and things to say for any of those things. But what I have found is that by doing it more, but coming from a place of just wanting to help people with whatever challenges that they face and the experience that I've got and how I can maybe make people think new thoughts so they do new things and achieve different results. More ideas have come, more thoughts have popped into my head for content that I need to create. So intensity and frequency, when I think about that in a business improvement context, if you are as a leader are asking questions, new questions every day, or the same question, but it's a brand new question, and you like, how are you? Or what things are stopping us from achieving what we want to do today? Or what things got in the way of us achieving our successes, our targets yesterday? Or what helped us to deliver that successfully? If you ask these questions more often, then people will become used to answering those questions and they will often dig deeper. So you might ask a question on day one, like if you said, what things get in the way of us achieving our business targets? People say communication, IT, training. They start at quite a high level. But the more you ask the same question, the more thinking that people do on it, and you're digging down into a more granular and maybe more actionable thing that you can do. So when I started the podcast 170 odd episodes ago, I thought I was going to run out of content, but I've not. And I have got loads and loads and loads of ideas and people I want to speak to and things I want to talk about, things that I want to share that I think will help you and help me, because this is two-way, this pod, because it helps me immensely. And hopefully it helps you with some thoughts and thinking as well. I've got more things that I want to share than I ever imagined, and we're more than 3 years into this, more or less every single week. The LinkedIn posting every single day, I've been able to refine my messaging. I've been able to speak about things that are far more granular and that I'm getting great engagement and thoughts from people who are reading it. And my followers are increasing. All of the, I guess, the vanity metrics are improving, increasing, and hopefully that's a measure of the value that I'm sharing is helping more and more people. But it's only come from a place of frequency and intensity, consistent focus. But my reason to do all of this is to help and support people, and also to crystallize my own learning and thoughts as well. And then the frequency comes along because it's every single day. And I've committed to myself that I am going to publish the podcast every single week. I'm going to post daily on LinkedIn, post daily on TikTok, post daily on Instagram. And I'm not bothered about the number of followers and all of that. I just want to be more conscious about what it is I'm posting. More ideas will come from it, and hopefully more people will be helped. So if you want to improve what it is that you're doing for your team, don't start off massively. Just understand the reason why it is that you're doing it. So do you have a vision? Do you have what's the intense reason that connects everybody to what it is that they do? So do you have a vision? Have you made it real? So have you forward framed it 12 months and made it real with look, sound and feel to get people to buy into it and have clarity around what the environment will look like, what it will feel like, and what it will sound like in the future, so that it's a place that they want to be. So creating that intense feeling. And then just starting now. Starting as soon, whilst this podcast is playing, as soon as this episode finishes, start doing one thing, but then just commit that you're going to do it every single day. It might just be asking your team, how are they at the start of every single meeting? It might feel a bit strange at first, but over time, it will become easier. And the questions that you get, or the answers that you get to your question, will become deeper, because people will realize it's a safe environment. And it's not a one-off time that you're asking these questions. It's continuous, and it shows that you care and you want to then act upon. And it's important that you act upon the feedback that people are saying. So with myself, with my content, with the support and with the help, I have found real immense benefits in having consistent focus, having a strength of intensity, a strength of reason to do what it is that I do. And that's to reach more people, it's to help more people, and it's also to cement my own learning and understanding of the things that I love, and that's what I'm talking to you about every single week on the pod. But then it's about having the frequency and the discipline and the consistency to show up every single day doing the things that you're doing. So that's how it's benefited me, the intensity and frequency. And it can benefit you as well. Some problems that you might be facing on your team, we spoke about last week, the TEACH acronyms, so teamwork, engagement, accountability, communication, and humble leadership. We spoke about those 5 things last week and what they meant. And they might be resolved by just starting small. If you think about engagement, engaging the minds of people is by asking better questions. Engaging the hearts is by bringing everybody together and having strength of reason for everybody doing, and strength of purpose for everybody doing what it is that they are doing every single day. And then they're already engaged in terms of physically as a pair of hands, because they have the role that it is that they're fulfilling. So I would really encourage you just to think about intensity and frequency and what it means to you. So the strength of reason to do something, but then the strength to keep going, the strength to be consistent. And on day one, you might not get the answers to the new questions that you're asking, whether they be for yourself or whether they be of your team. But over time, by continually asking the same questions or developing your questions, you will get better answers, and you will start to uncover some of the real things that are in your way to achieving the goals that it is that you want to achieve. Like I said, either for you personally or professionally. So intensity and frequency has helped me with content, helped me with helping people and providing support. Intensity and frequency can help you, whether it's a new habit that you want to try to form, but fundamentally it can help you with your team, with your change initiatives, to help you get to where it is that you want to get to. So nothing is insurmountable. It's all about digging deeper, becoming more knowledgeable, getting more granular in whatever it is that you're doing. And like I said a few weeks ago as well, as there's 3 levels of learning: knowledge, understanding, and confidence and wisdom. Knowledge comes from reading a book, listening to this podcast, reading a social media post. Understanding comes from application, and you learn by doing. And then wisdom or confidence comes from continual application of the thing. So if you want to be a humble leader, ask more questions, demonstrate more vulnerability, support more people, then you've got to go through knowledge, understanding, and then through to confidence and wisdom, because it will come in time, but it starts small, and it starts by deliberate practice. It starts by having a strength of reason and intensity to do it. And then it starts by having that frequency, not stopping when you don't get the answers that you thought that you would get. Just keep going, learning every single day, and you will be whatever it is that you want to be. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to share with you, really, how intensity and frequency has helped me. I'm not going to use the words, well, I am going to use the words, I'm just about to say it, but create, I don't see myself as a content creator. I see myself as just somebody who is a conduit for the things that I'm learning every single day and sharing them as quick as I possibly can. But having intensity and frequency has helped me clarify my thinking, test more things, share more things, and really gain a deeper understanding of what it is that we all know and love. And this is people improvement, or improvement through people and leadership. And that really is the crux of it all. So knowledge, understanding, and confidence and wisdom, those are your 3 levels. And only by having intensity and frequency can you really become more confident and wise about the particular aspect that you want to become better in. There you go. Another episode over and done with. Have yourself an amazing, amazing week. And I look forward to chatting again very soon. But please remember, like a number of you do, please reach out on LinkedIn. You will see me. I've got a green background. It's just Lee Horton on LinkedIn. Please reach out or email me, lee@getknowledge.co.uk. And as I've said, I am on TikTok and Instagram as well as Business Problem Solved, just in line with this podcast. So yeah, please do get in touch. I would love to share, to speak, and just to understand more about you and what it is that you do. Have fun, and we'll chat again next week.